world number 4, representing China, Xingtong. Then, world number 1, representing China, Yingsha.
The world number 4 and the world number 1, well, getting on to the arena, and it's going to be an interesting one. And that pink area, of course, which the ladies have been gracing for the past week, past 5 days. Today is the 6th day. It's been a very, very interesting one because there have been so many, matches that have taken my breath away, including the one that was played by Kuai Mon and Wang Manyu yesterday, when Kuai Mon upset the second seed to gain entry to the semi-finals, and today she made it through to the finals. Xingtong, well, she got the better of Bruna Takahashi 4-1 in the quarterfinals to reach the semis, and that was a pretty big one. We saw Bruna Takahashi earlier in the day, supporting Hugo Calderano, and it was Sun Yingsha who got the better of Cheng Yiming. That was Cheng Yiqing, and that was 4-1 yesterday. It was quite an impressive showing from her. So we are going to get down to the entire list of matches just to show you what progressed. So Sun Yingsha beat Cheng Yiqing 4-1, and Bruna Takahashi also was beaten by Xingtong 4-1. It will be a very, very interesting battle to watch with these two. Now, they've met a couple of times in the past. Let's not forget, we've got, did I say a couple of times? They met 11 times in the past. 11. And Sun Yingsha holds the upper hand with 72.7% wins. Xingtong, of course, has 27.3% wins. And
Red
that means Sun has won, Yingsha has won 8, and Xingtong has won 3 of those games. The toss.
Black. Side, you surface, you receive.
So Sun Yingsha winning the toss and choosing the side, and Xingtong will, of course, serve. We did get a view of our umpire as well. Our main umpire for today is Si Mei Lan of Hong Kong. She's being assisted by Kong Yung Hee of Hong Kong. Just to get a view now of our stars at the table. Xingtong, 27 years old, world ranking 4, seeded number 4 in the tournament. Right-handed shake hand grip. And her opponent, the world number 1, who's pretty much known as the Queen Bee of world table tennis. She's been at that top spot for quite a long period of time. Very consistent. 24 years old, world ranking 1, seeded 1 in the tournament. Right-handed shake hand grip, and defending champion. She won last year, in that fantastic battle against Wang Yidi. So it's going to be a very, very interesting one here for us as, Sun Yingsha goes up against what we know as one of her very, very able and well-skilled rivals. So all that coming up for you just a little bit there. Once again, umpire Si Mei Lan. Let me remind you, of course, that, as I said, she is being assisted by Hong Kong's Kong Yung Hee. This game, of course, will finish with one of these young ladies making their way through to the finale, where they will meet 21-year-old Kwan Mai. That, of course, is our very good mascot, Bobo. The ping pong ball in table tennis player's attire. Absolutely love him. He's a cool dude. So, just to look at their recent matches, 2025 of the World Table Tennis Championships in Chongqing. It was Sun Yingsha who got the better of Xingtong, and that was 4-love. And this was in the final. Then in the ITTF ATTU Asian Cup in Shenzhen, also this year, in the semi-final, it was Sun Yingsha who got the better of Xingtong 4-love. But in 2024, and the Fukuoka finals, at the WTT finals, in the round of 16, Xingtong got the better of Sun Yingsha 3-2. So most of the results, of course, do fall in favor of the world number one. 8 matches that she's won out of 11 encounters,
First game,
while
CHEN to serve,
Xingtong
love
has won only 3. It will be Xingtong to well serve and to start off proceedings in this battle. Just as early exchanges. Both these players do thrive on that quick movement. Yingsha, very good body language, looking very, very confident here. Good rotation as far as the shots are concerned. Well, sneaking 2 points away from Xingtong's serve. And Yingsha to serve for the first time in this game. And service there. I think Xingtong has to, well, just, well, get her wits together. She's lost a couple of straight points. Would not want to end up with a bagel in the first game itself. Love 4. 1-4 as it currently stands, love 4. Was just about settling down, and many players do need that. So when you're playing someone like Yingsha, you've also got to keep in mind the fact that she isn't going to let you settle down if you haven't. And I would love to see a battle between her and Kuai Man, not taking anything away from Xingtong, but Yingsha leads 5-love. And first point here for Xingtong, and that's a good thing. And that's 2 points in the bag. And Yingsha just knocking that ball out of the table. Lovely return there from her opponent. Don't forget that both these, well, paddlers represent the Chinese national team. And along with Wang Manyu, that's pretty much the top order that we'd be looking at.
3-6.
Yingsha does get the benefit of that. 3-6 now.
Seven,
7-3, 2 of my favorite players, not in, this year. One, of course, being Ma Long, and the other being Chen Meng. Absolutely love their temperament and the way that they go about their business. Yingsha back again.
7-4.
So 7-4. Xingtong will have to work for those points. It's got a very, very different approach to the game than Yingsha, although they do play similar styles. about being able to change that direction at will. That's what Xingtong just waits for, the chance to just sneak one in. And here's that winning move. Fantastic ball distribution when it comes to using the table to good measure. Oh, lovely forehand winner. Just had to angle herself a little bit for that. But smart thinking on her part. So 5 points ahead now, Yingsha.
9-5.
Well, that's across the net, but the points will count, so 9-5. I do believe the world number one would want to start off this game on a winning note. Not really have too much of, well, not give her opponent too much of a leeway or breathing space, and I think that that's exactly what she'd be thinking of right now. Yingsha now on game point. I did say this, very similar styles of play. If you look at the two of them, especially their footwork, it's different from players like Wang Manyu or Chen Meng. But these two do play similar on some counts. A lovely effort there from Xingtong as she takes the points up to 6. She will serve, and if she can hold the serve, she could delay Yingsha from claiming this first game. Well, lovely return there from Xingtong. It's up to 7 points, had a bit of a slow start, but she's finding a rhythm. So 11-7, Yingsha claims the first game. Not a badly fought encounter, if you ask me. I think Xingtong taking this game back to her, well, national team member. 11-7, first game. I would normally rest easy just to give you a chance to watch the players take a break and get a bit of information from their coaches. This time around, of course, both are national team members. There's going to be no coach around. It's every athlete for themselves. All they have is the couch and the time to rethink if they have to take a timeout. And it's something that a player or a paddler like Quadri Aruna of Nigeria does best. He takes the time out, goes to the couch, sits and rethinks his strategy. And I think that's really unique. I mean, normally if you have, well, you're playing against your countrymen, then of course you would do that, but because you don't have a coach in your corner. But Quadri Aruna travels by himself, and it's quite unique to watch him do that all the time. Well, here's Yingsha as she starts off the second game. Well, that net's just going to work in favor of her, so it's love one. Xingtong will accept those points gracefully. Straight off the edge. Yingsha just getting back into it. One all. Xingtong will serve.
2-1.
Well, that's good service from her. Just making the difference here. Well, straight off the edge, but those points will count. 2-all. This is Yingsha. Well, this is interesting to look at the way that Yingsha would actually move it. She's worked hard with that backhand, and just a good amount of backhand topspin that she's been using. And driving that forehand really strong. It's 2-4. Xingtong will have to be very, very careful about how she progresses. It's an advantage and a disadvantage to it. The advantage is that both these paddlers know each other's games. They know each other's strategy. Of course, that does change with every single event.
3-4.
And that will be a confident run taken by Xingtong. It's 3-4 now. Yingsha not too happy about, well, her efforts in those last two shots, but I don't think she's got anything to complain about as yet. It's 4-all. Oh, lovely finish. Absolutely perfect control there of that point. Yingsha alternating her shots, changed direction a couple of times over, kept the same pace, and that last bit just straight inside the edge. Absolutely wonderful point won there by the world number one. 5-4. Just getting her opponent to put it out, Xingtong. Let's not forget that Xingtong is a newcomer to the big stage. Had a highest ranking of world number 3, 25th July 2023. Current ranking of 4 was on 8th April 2025. Just won a couple of events, including the WTT Star Contender Bangkok 2023.
5-6.
Yingsha will just get the advantage here. Let's not forget, in 2017, she even beat the iconic and now, I can't say legendary because she's not that old, but she got the better of Ding Ning, and that was in 2017 at the ITTF World Tour Swedish Open. She also defeated Wen Jia in ITTF at the Hungarian Open in the World Tour.
7-5.
So, if you're looking at her exploits, she has been up there. She's done a few good bits. Also beat Miu Hirano of Japan. That was in 2019 at the Czech Open. But as of now, her main focus will have to be this very event, because you either progress to the finale or you bow out in the semi-final. She's up against a very formidable opponent, Yingsha, who now will serve at 7-5. We're off the edge.
8-5.
But she'll still accept it gracefully. Well, anyone would. Yingsha, don't forget, started playing table tennis only at the age of 5. But she was an enthusiast, never dreamt of making the team.
9.
By the time she was 10, she joined the Hebei provincial team. Very proactive, quick-witted nature allowed her to learn quickly, make great progress. Her coaches were always impressed with her. Joined China's second national table tennis team in 2015. Drafted into the main team in 2017. And if you take her age into account, she was 16 at the time when she made a debut in the senior international competitions at the ITTF World Tour in Japan. Early success included winning gold in both women's singles and doubles at the Japan Open. And that took her to a world number 10 ranking. Got a strong mental game. Known to stay focused. Will look like she's unfazed through the whole course of the event. But here she is as she leads by 3 points. Xingtong, of course, to serve at 6. A lovely comeback there from Xingtong.
9-7.
And a well-deserved point as well. It's 9-7. A few errors there. Left wisely by Xingtong because she knew it was going to go anyways. Or rather, she gracefully let it pass by. Well, that's never going to work with Yingsha. Just a gentle jab there from Xingtong, but that's put Yingsha at game point. She's good at the net, and that forehand push will just about nail her that point. So now 10-8, or rather 8-10 as Xingtong serves. Well, keep in mind the fact that if Xingtong doesn't really pick up a game, this could be over in 4 straight games. Having said that, well, the previous game did prove me wrong when Koiman came from 2 games down to win the next 4. A lovely service for that return, unplayable, and it's game to Yingsha, 11-8. Bit of progress for Xingtong. She went down in the first one, 7-11. This time it's 8-11. Yingsha leads by 2 games. Well, as we get ready for the 3rd game, Just reminded of a very good conversation with, a very big table tennis star once, and was just talking to him about players.
CHEN
Well,
to serve.
letting
Not all.
shots pass which are actually going to go out, and there's a tendency of some players, and still a handful of players who will reach for everything, regardless of whether it's going to go out or not. And it's second nature. It's how the way they play their game. But here goes Xingtong. A bit of sparring there before Xingtong decided that the ball's got to leave the table. And Yingsha, well, just looking at the game itself, just seems to have, well, a bit of a mental advantage here over her opponent. Now, I don't know whether it's just on the day or it's just generally, but you don't normally see that because Xingtong is a gutsy player. Oh, that's a very powerful forehand. Didn't think there was going to be a reply to that one. And that winner speed, 62 kilometers per hour, will tell us a bit. And the spin, 95 RPM up. Did see Mima Ito knock one of 86 kilometers per hour as well, early in the day.
2-1.
She had a bit of a problem there with the step. Oh, it's actually her laces, so it came undone. Always lovely to see yellow shoes, isn't it? Just, well, bright as can be.
2-1.
Oh, well played. Well played, Yingsha. She's controlled that rally extremely well. This is where she thrives, isn't it? The ability to just change things around. Very, very, well, quick on her feet. Well, the net may play truant, time and time again, but the point still goes to you.
1-4.
So Xingtong now just struggling a tad bit after that break. It's 1-4. Needs to pick herself up. Well, a bit of net play first. And Yingsha will go ahead by 4 points. Come a long way in her playing career too, Yingsha. The reigning Olympic gold medalist in mixed doubles with Wang Chuqin, and she won this in Tokyo 2020 and Paris 2024.
6-1.
Besides being well, teammates, they're good pals as well. Wang Chuqin, as you know, really, really reserved lad. She's also the reigning world champion and World Cup champion. She won it last year, that big battle against Wang Yidi.
1-7.
The 1-7 getting a bit tough here for Xingtong. Been a good play here from Xingtong. Wonderful rally from her. Kept her wits together. Was able to get everything back onto the table. So 8-2. Looks like Yingsha is going to race away, well, to claim this game. Well, just proving to be a bit too hard for Xingtong to handle today. Not something that you see, well, too often. Xingtong trying to do her own bit. Now that's going to be the third game.
Game to Sun.
Well, it's very hard for Yingsha to let go of a game after she's won 3 straight in a row. And I think it's going to turn out to be a bit of a daunting effort or a challenge for, well, Xingtong when she gets into the fourth game. 11-7, 11-8, 11-2. This one was just a walk in the park for Yingsha, the third game. This is that one period of time when you would want a coach in your corner, and I think Xingtong could do with one. But what do you do when you have well, 2 players from the same nation, same coaches? It's always difficult. Got that ability, Yingsha, to just craft those subtle spin moves. They almost seem like they're non-existent, but the ball does turn. Very aggressive, fast-paced game. Powerful forehand. It's got a couple of tricky serves up her sleeve too, and can adapt to opponents very well. It's very admirable, actually.
Love one.
Love one. Xingtong does well to keep that straight down the line. Well, every point does count, and regardless of how you earn it. So it's 1-1 here. Xingtong to serve. Well, looped out the first time. Wasn't going to happen the second time around. Two all. Much better from Xingtong this time. I don't think Yingsha's too happy with her own efforts. Always looks to breaking her opponent's rhythm.
Let 2-2.
That's with variation, especially those wide-angle shots that we've looked at so often. The ability to make your opponent move while you pretty much stand in the same area. 3-2. All as Chen Xingtong, well, definitely showing a bit more depth here. Oh, well played, Chen Xingtong. A bit of net play before the ladies could increase that pace. And she stayed in control of this. Chen Xingtong, there's no doubt about it.
4-3. Please continue.
Now that's really the kind of game, the kind of rally that, well, Yingsha is known for. 3-5. Well, we've got fans here for both these ladies, so don't forget it's not just a one-sided affair. But Yingsha will be very keen on cleaning it up as soon as possible.
3-6.
Well, Chen Xingtong will say, I'm still here. 3-6. That's a lovely winner. And that's going to stay hit for certain. No way of coming back from that. So Chen Xingtong did not want to, miss out on those points, but she's taken a timeout, and I think a much-needed one, because Yingsha has just raced away with a few points. Stay with us, don't go anywhere, as the battle between these two, well, top 5 players continues right here at the Galaxy Arena. That timeout where Chen Xingtong has had a bit of time to go back and, have a rethink of what her plan should be. Keep in mind the fact that, well, the body language of these two players has been very different. Chen Xingtong, of course, I don't know whether it's fatigue or it's just the day itself, but looking a little, well, not as confident as yesterday. Sometimes you've just got to figure this out, and especially when it's your own teammate. What do you do when a player's on song? It's just very, very difficult, isn't it? Yingsha has one intent. It's not about, getting through the quarterfinals or the semi-finals. It's about going on and winning the championship, and that would be foremost on her mind, defending a title. If she does, which I guess she just might, because she's got one foot in the finale. If she gets through, she faces Kwai Mon. Much better here from Xingtong, but Xingtong will reign supreme here. Well, just kept those shots coming. She does like to work the table all over, and that's, I think, the beauty of her game. Never restricts herself. Very unpredictable when you're facing her, especially due to that. You don't know which way she's going to go. Good comeback from Yingsha with that net ball. It's now 6-8. Well, these few points will matter most to Xingtong, because if she can't, well, stall her opponent, it's going to be time for her to take the exit door from the tournament, and Yingsha, of course, to progress. Yingsha just a bit unsettled there. Was expecting to find the inner edge. Seven, 8. The 9-7, a few errors there. That'll prove expensive. And I think that's been Xingtong's problem today. She hasn't been able to get all those balls back onto the table. You know, she's missed out on a couple of shots, got a few into the net, just kind of misread the movement of the ball a couple of times over. So it's pretty much match point here for Yingsha. Xingtong will delay that. Still on match point. The world number one. We would have loved it to have just been a bit more of a fight here. Not taking anything away from Yingsha. She's been in absolutely fantastic form. But I really do believe it would have been great to have seen a fight. The other semi-final was such a massive fight between Mima Ito and Kuai Man. And so was the Calderano and Wang Chuqin game. So 9-10. Xingtong is staying in it for the time being. Much better in this game than the earlier three. The first one was 11-7. Second one, Xingtong almost affecting a comeback. It went to 11-8. But that third game was when it went straight off to Yingsha, 11-2. Lovely backhand flick, but what a return here from Xingtong. It's now 10-all. Well, Yingsha does come from the Hebei province. And advantage, Xingtong, 11-10. Well, Xingtong does come from the Shenyang area. And it's even Stevens back again here.
game to 10.
So 12-10, even Stevens only for one game. And the best part is we've still got 3 games left. And more importantly, well, just one game for Sun Yingsha to count it off. But lovely fight here from her opponent, Xingtong. So it's 3 games to Sun Yingsha, 1 to Xingtong. Stay with us as we continue with the second semi-final in the women's event. There are the scores: 11-7, 11-8, 11-2, 12-10.
First game, CHEN to serve, love 4.
So CHEN to serve. She's pulled 1 game away from Sun Yingsha. That's going to be very interesting to see how these two progress. Well, the last time that she did hold, Sun Yingsha to that, well, to a tough game was way back in 2024, the WTT finals in Fukuoka. It was a 5-game event.
1 love.
Looking a tad bit more confident here now, Xingtong. And I think that is so needed. Well, just getting really, really a bit flustered here. It's now 1-all. I think she really needs to, well, dig deep here.
Let 1-all.
So reserve here from Sun Yingsha. Those exchanges are always going to work in favor of the world number 1. She leads by 2 points to 1. Well, both these young ladies do have, as I said earlier, very good fan following, but Sun Yingsha, well, so many of the athletes look up to her, you know, upcoming athletes from school especially. Consider her a role model. She's a very focused player, extreme hard work, extreme training. There's so much of mental, preparation for these games as well. Xingtong will serve at 1-3. Well, she does know that it's getting to be a bit, well, challenging up against, the world number 1. I wonder how many times they've actually spent sparring with each other during training sessions. 5-1. This time, Xingtong will get the better of Yingsha. Lovely topspin there, decent backhand return, but that finishing move, absolutely fantastic. And that's what you really have to do. You've got to find out those spots where Yingsha is just going to find it a bit tough to reach. Doesn't happen too often, and really attack that. So easy for me to sit back and talk, but, well, the world number one thinks at the speed of light, and that's, you know, how she changes her game and approach. It's 2-6 now. Xingtong to serve. Straight off the net. Definitely not intentional. So 7-3. Let's also quickly remind you that coming up next, it's going to be Lin Shidong taking on Liang Jinkung. That's going to be another exciting matchup. That'll be a last game for the day. We already have Calderano and Kwaiman in the men's and women's finals respectively. Kwaiman awaiting the winner of this game. Once again, Yingsha will dominate. It's now 8-3. Well, did see Xingtong effect a good comeback in the previous game. Well, left to be seen if she can, will just replicate that here. But the world number one's coming with intent, as I said earlier. Well, that forehand push is going to take it way away from the table, and now it's 2 points away from match point once again. Well, it's almost like a normal practice session, isn't it? When players get warmed up, especially when, you know, in your training days, when you're in the youth teams. It's always a bit of, well, back and forth that goes on when you want to practice your shots, your spin. A nice comeback from Xingtong, but it's now going to be match points here for Yingsha. Xingtong has had a few questions today in her mind, not just posed by Yingsha, but some by herself. She's faltered a bit on her shots and a comeback or her returns. And that's pretty much it. All done and dusted here. All in the day's work, says Yingsha, as she finishes, well, the semi-final with a 4-1 victory. Well, it did take a bit of time. Was tall there. She does wave to, well, her fans as well as to the cup. Let's not forget that it's a very, very important one for us. Just to look at now how the final has shaped up. Yingsha will go on to meet Yingsha will go on, of course, to meet her fellow teammate Kwaiman, and that's going to be a mouth-watering battle. Yingsha likes to lead from the front. Kwaiman likes to come from behind to win. It's going to be a very, very interesting battle, and to watch the world number one taking on the world number 7. And I'm sure that Yingsha is going to have reflections of her time when she faced the top seeds on her way to the top. A really, really good game. And I think it's a worthy finale. Kwaiman's earned a spot. Yingsha, of course, came with a plan, and she's pretty much stuck to it. We do hope you've enjoyed our coverage of this semi-final encounter. So we've already got the finalists set, Kwaiman and Yingsha in the final. Only thing left to be seen now is who will take on Hugo Calderano in the men's finale. So here's the final score: 11-7, 11-8, 11-2, 12-10, 10-12, sorry, 11-4. So 4-1, Yingsha wins over Xingtong. Yingsha, well, big difference there, 54 points won compared to 33 from Chen. Points won.